Here you go. First product tonight. What are we showing?
The first project tonight is an update of the VESA mount. This is actually a product that we had a long time ago, but Paint Your Dragon Phil B has updated it to be a little bit more compatible with all the new Pi 2s and B pluses and slots and things. And so I've got it here. I'll just hold it up. You can also see it in the photo below. But it allows you to mount a Raspberry Pi Model B, Model B V2, B plus, A plus, and Pi 2 onto the back of a monitor using the 75 millimeter and 100 millimeter VESA mount values. I think that's the true standard sizes. It's a little bit. This screen has the smaller mount pattern. So if you want to just put your Raspberry Pi on the back of a TV or a monitor, this is kind of convenient. You don't need a case. You just like pop this on, and it has a little protector. But there's plenty of space inside for like if you want to have a hat or a shield or some circuitry or whatever. It protects it, but you have a little bit of space on the back, and it's very easy to put together. And if you have a Raspberry Pi Model B V1 that doesn't have the mounting holes, we have a little edge mount kit that you can purchase separately, and you'll be able to mount it on.
Okay, and we have some additional photos of this product that I'd like to show because they're here, and when I click each
lovely photos.
one, it goes to the next photo.
Yeah, see, like you mount in
the next photo.
All the hardware that you get.
Photo. Yeah,
we even give you the screws to mount it into your the VESA screws.
Oh, we're so nice.
So
okay.
nice.
All right, next up. I don't even know what this thing is. I saw it in the store, and I'm like, I'll ask you later. Like it's a thing you can plug. Like I thought there was like a cable thing. I'm like, it's a connector.
The thing with another thing.
It's a thing with a connector. I'm like, this is probably useful. Something that Lady Ada got, and then she's like, I know, I'm gonna sell it to everybody because I think it's really useful. So
you done?
Yeah, I just don't know what this is.
This is an ST-Link V2. So actually, you're right. I did buy one for me in K-Town. We were programming some STM processors. STM32s to be precise, and I was like, you know what, these little programmers are so handy. They plug into a USB port, and they basically they're assembled versions of this app note that STM brought out about how you can use an ST processor to program other ST processors. So it's called the ST-Link V2, and it has a DFU processor on it, so you can upgrade the firmware. So like any future ST processors, you'll also be able to do. So a lot of people know like AVR processors, like the ATmega and ATtiny and like at SAM or whatever. Well, there's another family from ST Micro, and they make STM processors like the STM8 little micros and STM32s, 32-bit micros. And these are very popular and low cost. And so if you want to program them or even do emulation debugging, you can do that as well using the ST-Link. So we have that. And what also is really nice is, because it plugs into USB, you also get a 5-volt and 3-volt power supply out of it. So you can see it does SWD programming. We downloaded this free software from STM on our Windows computer, plugged it in, recognized it. We could read data from our chip, and we could program it. It's not as fast as the J-Link, but like if you're just doing ST processors, it's way cheaper and smaller.
Okay.
Yeah, the J-Link is like way fast, way fancier. But this is, good enough.
That's exactly what I thought it was.
Good.
All right, and then
sniffles.
Well, there was also some software that.
Oh yeah, this is just a photo of the ST-Link software, and there's support for like other operating systems as well. I just happen to use Windows, but anything that supports ST-Link will work.
Yeah, you use Windows because you don't really do open source, man. Because you use Windows.
You're that guy.
Yeah.
You're that guy. You're the one.
No, and the other thing is, every day when you take an elevator up to the office, the elevator isn't running open source, man. It gets you here and it's not open source.
Sometimes I take the stairs.
Stairs are open source. They are.
Okay.
Everyone agrees.
Everyone agrees.
Except that one guy.
BSD license.
Okay,
three claws.
All right.
One step.
So this, I'm showing other additional things.
I know. We're doing.
So what is this?
So this is a preview of the FONA 808. But what it's really showing is the lovely GPS antenna that we we purchased to go with it. So this is a very tiny passive GPS antenna. So if you have a GPS module that uses an antenna. This is just an antenna with a UFL connector, so you plug it into the UFL and you have GPS. And these are passive antennas, which means they don't have an amplifier. Basically, it's a piece of ceramic with this metal foil. The wire comes out, as you see here, with the UFL connector. There's no gain or active antenna action going on here. They're passive. And that's important to know because some systems require a passive antenna and some require an active. This one's passive.
Okay.
Is it passive or active?
It's active.
Passive. But it's very teeny. So it's a very teeny little, like 9mm by 9mm by 6.
I said active very passively. That's what I meant.
Okay. You got me. They're very passive aggressive. Okay, so this is another antenna that is 15 millimeter by 15 millimeters. It's a slightly larger one. And it's also a passive antenna, also shown modeled here with the FONA 808, and I'm covering it up, and then you can show most photos. Again, it's
under us there is an antenna.
Then over us, we cover the antenna. Yeah. We are the antenna.
Yeah.
And here's just a couple photos of the bottoms and tops and such. And I will show these off when I show off the FONA 808.
Yeah. Okay. And then there's
just showing off this antenna. There's a little protector shield on the back. That's what that is. But again, passive, not active.
Okay.
For passive uses only.
Okay. All right, so this is the big deal. Besides you, this is the star of the show tonight. It's the SIM 808, and it's a phone module. Call you on the phone and give you Internet of Things data.
Okay. Do you want to introduce this thing?
No.
I can talk about it.
I'm just telling people what it is, and you're going to tell people why it is.
Okay, can you zoom out actually, because it's some of the...
Which one do you like the most here? Is this
No,
one?
this one.
You want this one?
This one.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the best one because I can see the most. But you can add me if you want.
I'll add you.
Because I just kept covering the SIM 808. So what we have here is a breakout for the SIM 808, which is a cell phone module. Like we've had the FONA module. This is a cellular module as well. However, it has a little bit extra. One more thing.
Okay.
This adds a GPS receiver as well. So not only does it have a full cellular module with data, voice, and SMS text capability, all that good stuff, but it also has a GPS receiver inside of it. So it's a little bit bigger than our normal phones because, again, it has this GPS chip and receiver because it's like, two chips, one for cell, one for GPS. This is really good if you're doing a project where you want to get location data. It's got a really high quality GPS receiver in it. So if you want to make a project like a tracker or something that like SMSs or text or uploads data based on location, or you can SMS and it'll tell you where it is, or whatever kind of SMSy type projects you want to do. Adding a microcontroller onto this, you can use our Arduino library, for example, very easy, or any other microcontroller. And although we do have like voice support and stuff, chances are people are going to want to use it for getting GPS location and then funneling it in or out of cellular data. So kind of handy. And then can you go back one photo?
Yeah.
On the back, you can put in a SIM card. These are GSM modules, so you would use a 2G GSM SIM card. If you're in Europe, these are really common. Pretty much every place will sell you a GSM card. If you're in the US, we actually suggest the Ting card that we put in the store. It's a T-Mobile reseller. It works really, really well. AT&T SIMs aren't always 2G compatible. We are working on a 3G module, but it's going to be more expensive and a lot bigger. So for now, we just suggest using T-Mobile or T-Mobile reseller like Ting, which is actually fairly low cost and great for Internet of Things type stuff.
Okay.
And I can show it off on
I'd like you to show it on the overhead.
I don't have a demo because I can't get GPS here because we're indoors. So I have to figure that out. But I'll figure out a demo. Maybe we'll do a video, and then we'll show it off. But here you've got the module, and then I actually decapped this as well because I thought that would be really neat. So this is a decapping of the module to show you what's inside of it. Usually has a metal shield on top, but this is a MediaTek MT6260. This is a cellular chip, and this is the analog front end. This is the radio that it uses. So it uses this radio to actually do the cellular stuff, and this is the processor that does like all the baseband, whatever goodness. And then over here is the MediaTek MT3336, which is which we use the MT3339 for the ultimate GPS, which has like a little bit more like higher speed. But this one is plenty fast. It does like negative 165 dBi or dBm sensitivity. Can track like 40 satellites. It can get you all the data you want. Altitude, latitude, longitude, all the good stuff. It also do stuff like calculate heading for you, which is kind of nice. And what's cool is that you can kick this to like an Arduino or Arduino compatible, and you have one serial interface with flow control, and you can do all your cellular stuff and also ask it for GPS data, and also you can use the cell network as well to get GPS like location. Like you can use local cell tower triangulation to figure out what is your approximate location. So like, for example, if you can't get a GPS fix or something because you're indoors, you could instead ask the cell module, like, hey, based on the towers that are nearby, what is the location? So you can use that as well as the GPS. So it's kind of nice. You have two options. You'd have to get on the cell network to do that and have a data plan because you have to like get all this data back and forth. But that's another option for location. And then you can attach a cellular antenna here. This is just a little flexi antenna. And this is the GPS passive antenna I was talking about earlier. And then plug in a LiPo battery, and it even has built-in LiPo charging. So you can plug in a micro USB cable here into your computer or wall adapter, and it'll charge a battery so you can keep this charged. So it's very good for portable tracking stuff, and it's pretty small. I mean, like, it's not too big, you know, given that it has to do like a full cell phone and GPS. And it can do it in pretty low power and has the charging.
This is my favorite new product that you've had in a long time.
I'm glad.
Whatever ones we have, I really like them a lot, but I really, really like this. This is the Dream Internet of Things product. It's the best one at the best price right now. You could do a lot of stuff with it. We make these here at Adafruit. So we could say made in USA if we want to. We like to say assembled in USA because there's that guy who says, well, the resistors were made in China. So that guy is busy talking.
This one guy is on every mailing list.
Yeah, he's commenting on YouTube.
He's on Slashdot.
Yeah, he's over there. He's on Hackaday. Okay, so that's all the.
So yeah, I think this will be really great. If you don't need GPS, again, you can grab the normal FONA. But if you want to do GPS as well, it's only like $10 more. You add GPS, and it's all built in together, and it does all the parsing for you. It's a little bit nicer than having separate things. So I decided to go with the all-in-one.
I like this. Okay.
Great.
So that's the new products for this week, Lady Ada.
Yay.
Good job, you.